Hello. Today I'm going to answer the question, how you can fix and save a broken marriage. I'll reveal and share the most helpful information that my wife Emily and I personally used to get our marriage off the rocks and back on track. These are steps you can put into action right away so you can take strides towards mending and saving your relationship now. Before we start the video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified whenever we publish new videos. Hi. My name is John, and I'm very familiar with how it feels to be in a marriage where things simply just aren't the way they used to be. This crisis is likely making you feel lost, not in control, and perhaps confused as it did for myself. Several years ago, my wife Emily and I were feeling completely helpless in our marriage, and reflecting on our relationship had us both contemplating divorce. Despite this being a very difficult time for both of us, we ultimately were able to save our marriage and are very happy in our relationship today. So the question you are asking yourself is, how can I fix and save a broken marriage? The short answer is, be committed to working on issues and change. I feel confident that if you implement what I'm going to share with you, that you will be able to quickly get your marriage back on track. So let's dive right in. Number 1. Identify what made you fall in love. Get back to basics and reflect on what made you both fall in love in the first place. What about them did you adore the most? Writing this down may even be more helpful to you. Through the years, you may have lost sight of these things, and thinking back to the good times can really help lift your spirits. Closely related to the previous tip number 2, reflect on what has made your marriage feel broken. Have you grown apart? Has life gotten in the way? Where did things go wrong? 4 of the most common reasons why marriages fall apart are because of lack of communication. These kinds of disconnects can be extremely damaging for a relationship. Lack of care and affection. Couples who stop displaying affection and care towards one another are likely to experience a fizzle in their passion. Infidelity. This breaks the trust in a relationship that has taken quite some time to develop. Infidelity will certainly damage your relationship. And lastly, a crisis. How couples support each other during difficult times will determine how their relationship can overcome hurdles. Identifying the cause of what made your marriage feel broken will help you to more quickly tackle the root of the issue. These next steps are aimed at helping you mend your relationship so you and your spouse can get back on track and grow your marriage even stronger than it was before. Number 3. Effective listening creates healthy relationships. The better listening skills we possess, the more equipped we are to develop happy, healthy, and fulfilling relationships. Carefully listen to your significant other and expect the same from them. Hone this skill by showing genuine interest. Very few people will share their inner thoughts or emotions unless they feel the listener truly cares for them. Commenting occasionally. Give brief summary statements as you listen, which will assure the individual that you're listening and understanding their message. Reading nonverbal messages. Since the majority of our communication is expressed through nonverbal cues, being able to decipher these signals will benefit your relationship. Setting aside your own emotional reaction. In order to listen successfully, it is important to set aside your own emotional reactions and concentrate on comprehending your partner's message. Listening is truly so powerful. Number 4. Don't let distractions hinder your progress. It's easy for children, careers, and other responsibilities to get in the way of your marriage. Life is busy. A couple that can align together throughout the good and the bad times will grow stronger. Number 5. Find a way to reconnect. Consider what it would take for you to rekindle a connection. Make each other a priority and reconnect through a date night or a planned event solely for the two of you. Commit to exclusively spending some amount of time together every day. This may just help fix your issues. It is important to remember that healing a broken marriage does not happen in a microwave, but rather a crock pot. To be more specific, it will take time and commitment to resolve your issues, which is why my wife Emily and I created an ebook that is aimed at helping you navigate this difficult time in your marriage. This 100% free ebook has 5 action plans you can utilize to save your marriage now. This ebook is concise, to the point, and addresses 5 behaviors that are absolutely detrimental to any marriage. Again, this ebook is aimed at helping couples survive those difficult first weeks or months in a rocky marriage. Access the complete ebook by typing into your browser www.defeatingdivorce.com or by clicking the link in the video description below. Again, my name is John and I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more helpful content on how to save your marriage. Comment below if you have any questions for me. I'm not a professional, but Emily and I are always happy to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.